What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope everybody's all doing well. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the other big lightweight title fight taking place this weekend over in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand. And the fight is being shown on DAZN. This fight is for Devin Haney's version of the WBC lightweight title. So Jojo Diaz gets another shot at the world title. And Diaz is coming off some pretty good victories over the likes of Javier Fortuna, Tevin Farmer. Those I'd say are probably two of his best wins. Also been in there with Gary Russell, in which he lost a decision that I think was a pretty competitive fight. So, however, I think Jojo Diaz has improved from that. Also moved up in weight, where I think he's more comfortable making the weight. I think he's a better, more improved, and more experienced fighter now. And in this fight, I think that's one of his advantages, is that he's a pretty experienced guy. He's a little bit older than Devin Haney, but he's in his prime. And, he's got a little bit more experience. He's been in there. He's seen, a lot of different styles. He's been in there with a lot of slick fighters before, such as, Tevin Farmer and Gary Russell, both slick fighters with a lot of speed. However, they were both southpaws. So was Javier Fortuna, southpaw. But those were pretty slick fighters and pretty solid victories. And now in this fight, he's facing off against Devin Haney, obviously an orthodox fighter. So we got the clash of styles between an orthodox fighter and a southpaw, as well as a clash between, a relentless technical pressure fighter and Jojo Diaz that likes to get on the inside and let, combinations go, against Devin Haney, who's more of an outside boxer that likes to, stick and move and outbox his opponents. So you got a nice clash of styles here in this fight. I think in this fight, the keys to victory for Jojo Diaz are obviously going to be for him to try be very active and be very busy in there. Try and use a lot of volume against Devin Haney. Go to the body on Devin Haney, but obviously that's easier said than done with him being the much shorter, naturally smaller man of the two. I think he's going to struggle to get on the inside against Devin Haney, who has one of the best left jabs in the whole sport of boxing. But with that being said, I think Jojo Diaz needs to use a lot of head movement to try and evade Devin Haney's jabs. And then I think he needs to use his own jab himself, double, triple the jab up, try jab his way in to get on the inside. And once he gets on the inside, I think he needs to vary his attack both to the head and body. I think Devin Haney's got he's quite a hard guy to hit to the head, so I think early in the fight Jojo's going to have to invest heavily in the body to try slow Devin Haney down, and also try to take his legs away, as Devin Haney's got some of the best legs in boxing, one of the best movers in the game right now. Got great lateral movement and a great left jab, so he's a really hard guy to pin down in the ring, cut the ring off on, and he's a really hard guy to get consistent attacks off on. With that being said, in this fight, like I say, Devin Haney, much naturally bigger, taller guy out of the two. I don't think we're going to see Devin Haney actually move all that much in this fight. We may see him move early in the fight, and really use his jab and use movement early in the fight, just while he has a look at Jojo Diaz, stack up a couple rounds, outboxing Jojo Diaz from the outside. Have a look at Diaz, try get the southpaw angles figured out. And then I think he's going to start to settle down, start to sit down on his punches a little bit more. I think he's going to be a little bit more flat-footed. I think he's actually going to try and start to walk Jojo Diaz down and try and push Diaz back, as I don't think Diaz will be the same fighter on his back foot as he is on his front foot. And with Devin Haney being the bigger out of the two guys in there, I think you're going to start to see him actually try and push Jojo Diaz back. I think we're going to see him try and walk Jojo Diaz down and look for a late stoppage in this fight. I think it's going to be very important that Jojo Diaz comes into this fight in great shape, because I think he's going to need to have that volume all night. He's going to have to be trying to outwork and outpunch Devin Haney, because I think Devin Haney is the faster, more accurate puncher out of the two, and definitely has the edge from the outside. Now Diaz has pretty decent hand speed, but I think Devin Haney's a bit faster than him, bigger than him, stronger than him. I think, to be honest, I think this fight is tailor-made for Devin Haney, and I think he's going to put on a masterclass in this fight. if I'm to make a prediction in this fight, I can see Devin Haney either winning a wide points decision, like a 9 rounds to 3, 10 rounds to 2, or maybe even 8 to 4. Or I can see Devin Haney even possibly getting the stoppage late in this fight, and I think we might see that. I actually think that's what I'm leaning towards at the moment. I think Devin Haney might stop Jojo Diaz around the 10th round through accumulation of punishment. I think he's going to really start to break Jojo Diaz down. I think Devin Haney will probably go to the body as well in this fight. Diaz doesn't look to have the hardest of midsections. I think he takes a shot to the head pretty well. Not sure about the body. He looks a little bit soft to the body. And I think Diaz might start to fatigue late in the fight because Devin Haney's a much bigger man, and I think Devin Haney's going to be hitting him a lot. I think the jab is going to really be in Jojo Diaz's face all night, and it's a fast, sharp, and a hard jab. It has power on it as well. It's not just a pity-patty jab. I think it has a bit of power on it. I think it's going to be snapping Jojo's head back, and then Devin Haney, he has got a sharp right hand as well. A lot of guys say Devin Haney can't punch. I think he has underrated power. I don't think he's a huge puncher. I know that he's not a knockout artist, but I do think he has underrated power that certainly will get Jojo Diaz's respect in this fight. And I think also Devin Haney has great punch variation, and he's got pretty good punch deception as well, in the way that he can get off lead right hands as well due to him having such speed. I think we're going to see the lead right hand against the southpaw player, quite a big role in this fight as well. And I think he'll go to Diaz's body as well. And I think he'll completely outmatch Jojo Diaz from the outside. Just in terms of boxing ability, Devin Haney's really good at controlling the distance and utilizing his height and reach, which he has quite a big height and reach advantage in this fight. So I think from the outside it's going to be all Devin Haney, and I think when Jojo Diaz starts to slow down and Devin Haney realizes, look, Jojo Diaz doesn't really have that type of pop or power in his punches to where that he can hurt Devin, and that Devin Haney has to be too worried about it. I think we're going to start to see Devin start to press the action, start to walk Jojo down and start to push him back, and probably start to look for the stoppage. And I think he probably will get the stoppage late in this fight, just like I say, through accumulation of punishment. And I think Jojo Diaz is going to have to use a lot of energy early in this fight to try and get on the inside against Devin Haney, try get past Devin's jab. I think he's going to be burning up a lot of energy trying to close down the distance and get past Devin's jab. And I think also just that accumulation of punishment, wears you down when you're taking a lot of shots. And I think he is going to take a lot of shots in this fight because, like I say, Devin, very sharp and accurate, good counter puncher as well, which I think will kind of put Jojo Diaz into his shell a bit and kind of bring down his punch volume by the when he kind of sees the speed and the sharpness of Devin Haney's counters. I think Diaz might start to get a little bit discouraged by that. But however, like I said, Jojo Diaz has been in there with guys with a lot of speed and good counter punches before, so he's seen it all before. So maybe he won't be so easy to discourage. He won't be easy to discourage. Actually, he is a very tough, and consistent, durable fighter that's pretty relentless in there. We saw against Javier Fortuna and Tevin Farmer, he just kind of, outworked them, was more consistent than them, kind of just bulldogged them and dogged them out a little bit by wanting the fight a bit more than them. He was willing to, push harder and go further than them. And look, I'm not trying to say Diaz is not a good fighter. He is a very good fighter. I think he's a very well-rounded fighter. He's pretty good technically, got nice combinations, pretty fast hands. But I think he doesn't have the power that he's going to need in this fight to try and get the knockout against Devin Haney. And I also think there's just too many, factors in terms of, size, speed, skills. I think it's all in Devin Haney's favor. I think Jojo Diaz is just a little bit too small and outmatched in this fight. And I think Devin Haney, this is his fight to lose. And I don't think he will lose it. I think he's going to put on, quite a masterclass in there. And I think, like I say, he'll either win a wide points decision or get a late stoppage over Jojo Diaz in this fight. That's how I see the fight playing out. Let me know in the comment section below what your guys' thoughts are on the fight. However, I think it'll be a very a good fight to watch. Nice clash of styles between a pressure fighter and a boxer, as well as an orthodox fighter and a southpaw. Should be a good one to watch. And like I say, I'm definitely going with Devin Haney in this fight. Let me know who you guys are picking in the comment section below. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys again soon. Cheers.